Yo, this your boy Doc Holliday. You now tuned in to the Deaf Fresh Show with Young Fresh.
That is not gangster. That's very not gangster.
I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll
Say that again. I couldn't hear you over the sound of me myself.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds jersey. On the streets, on the beach, y'all ain't able. Cause too I shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. This heat'll do more than tangible to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting head, chicks call me the brainiac. Battle rap with words raw like Jihad. I write dope, flow crack, my notepad need rehab. Fuck y'all CDs, y'all can't see these or touch these. Rhyme so chronic, my songs give you the munchies.
Thank y'all for listening. I am your host, Young Fresh, and this is the Deaf Fresh Show. Got my homeboy Tom Def in the building. He riding with a nigga. So Tom,
what up? Ooh, that was hot.
That was hot.
That was hot.
Make it hot, Tom.
Let me bring that.
Every time
down.
you say that, just remind me of that episode of the Wayans Brothers. He's ripping his family. Make it hot. You know, speaking of Marlon, dog ain't half bad.
Have you seen this new show?
I watched Marlon on Hulu.
Yeah, I mean,
it was pretty funny.
It's a little over the top for me sometimes.
Well,
but
that's Marlon.
You know what I'm saying? But I fucks with it though.
He once called a nigga on Twitter a melted snicker. That was fucking hilarious. I don't care.
This is me from the background saying fuck Marlon Wayans.
As you can see, Mimi Son 100's in the building.
But I mean, it's my building. It's my house.
You ain't got to tell. Just come. I mean, you could be in the bathroom. You could have ran to the store or something.
I'm just, I couldn't help it.
I
That
know.
nigga blocked me.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot that happened.
Comments like that, goddamn it, you deserved it. But yeah, so I do watch this show. I'm kind of excited for season 2, which I think drops this month.
Yeah.
Did you watch his stand-up?
I started it, but I think I was watching so many different stand-ups at the time.
Marlon Wayans is not bad.
Do you think he's the best Marlon at stand-up?
No, hell no.
Who's the best?
Was that Damon from My Wife and Kids?
Yeah,
he might be the best at stand-up.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Keenan do stand-up. I seen Kim do stand-up.
Kim Wayans did stand-up?
She did stand-up.
HBO?
Def Comedy Jam.
I gotta get that box set or the DVD set.
I wonder if they're gonna improve the quality of it, or you still have that same shitty boob tube style.
With DJ Kid Capri, light skin. Kid Capri. Like, what the fuck are you yelling for, my guy?
That's what he do. It's part of his job.
He's still yelling. He's still yelling his name.
Because he's a party DJ, dude. That's what they do.
No, nigga, who's partying?
A lot of people. We just don't go to parties no more.
That's because we're old, Tom.
Old niggas still be going to the clubs. I'm just not one of them.
Fam, old niggas show up to the club in pleated slacks, barbecue sandals, a Dob hat, and way too much cologne.
Let's not forget when R. Kelly was still in that dressing like amigos phase.
But R. Kelly out here dressed like a superhero, to be honest with you.
He has been called the Pied Piper for years.
You know that nigga was some shit that attract little kids.
And why do you think right now he has all of these underage minor cases being thrown at him?
I never caught on to what the Pied Piper really was. I was like, that nigga's a child molester.
20 years, people. He has been telling you he liked little kids. 20 years.
Yeah, but I think that's another one of those situations where if you have talent, they'll overlook what the fuck you do wrong.
Yes, because if we arrested him back when he first did whatever happened with Aaliyah, we would have never got trapped in the closets.
Did we need trapped in the closet, though?
We didn't need to go past 12.
Lucius.
But the package. No, but if you think about it, dude, Trapped in the Closet did kind of change the game that we started getting these little mini soap operas. Because look at these Storm Powers. Caught was the shit. Like, I heard he was supposed to be working on season 2 now.
I would think.
So, had he probably not got inspired from Trapped in the Closet, he probably wouldn't have had the Caught series. So, it's a catch-22.
Yeah, like, as much as we did need it, if you can do it and you're talented at it, I guess it's
Go for it.
Yeah, but some people shouldn't do everything.
True. Like when old niggas try to change up their style to meet the young crowd.
I can definitely hear R. Kelly singing like I'm nigga. I don't want to, but I definitely think
No,
like
didn't R. Kelly jack Bow Wow for one of his songs?
It made it better.
It made it better.
Yeah, it did way better because I'm a Flirt was originally Bow Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember, but I don't ever remember listening to the Bow Wow version. It was always R. Kelly.
His verses was garbage, bro.
Just saying.
Shad Moss is trash.
Shad Moss is trash.
That's terrible. I hate that you're saying that.
You telling me that them Zach Morris is trash videos?
They're fucking hilarious.
Don't be exposing something. Like, that actually messes up a lot of our childhood. Because we used to really get up on Saturday morning and watch Saved by the Bell. Now,
well, no, it doesn't mess up your childhood. It just, as an adult, when you watch it, you be like, that was fucked up.
right.
Or it actually helps you identify your shitty friend.
Really?
Because we know who our Zach Morris is.
Like, somebody recently told me that Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry,
Yeah.
has had like 2 girlfriends or some shit for like the longest time. That's how he's living his life now.
I've also heard he had a few suicide attempts, too.
You're getting off my point.
I get what you're saying, though.
The fact that he lives his real life with 2 girlfriends means when we were kids and we was watching Hang with Mr. Cooper, he was just perpetuating his lifestyle that he lived in real life on TV. It was one man living with 2 bitches.
Right. But, like, whose house was it?
Oh, well, it originally was their house. Like in the first season, it was their house and he moved in.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
But when Dawn Lewis, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
She fine as a motherfucker to this day still. When she left the show, they had this whole big deal where they bought the house. Then she ended up leaving the show and did it for this crazy country. It's all on Hulu, people, if you ever just want to sit there and watch 5 seasons of Hanging with Mr. Cooper. You can really see the rise of Omar Gooding.
That's what I'm saying. If anything, Omar Gooding is the reason to watch it, because
He's fucking hilarious.
bro came a long way before Smart Guy.
So, speaking of sitcoms, they have canceled Rosanne.
No. Let's say it right. They pulled the fucking plug on a racist piece of shit. So for those of you people who haven't heard the news as of yet because you've been living under a rock, the Roseanne show got rebooted recently to rave reviews where people just was loving it. Unfortunately, Roseanne did not know how to shut her damn mouth, and she went on Twitter to basically call a former member of Obama's cabinet a crossbreed monkey with something else. It got back to the network, and within 2 hours after this tweet was known, they turned around and canceled her show ASAP-ishly. Now, here's the kicker, people. When approached about the situation, she said that she was on Ambien, which is why she did that. Ambien tweeted back. It was like, no, bitch. Our side effects are sleepy, drowsy, hunger, not racism.
Hey, that's the first line, man. I was on your drug.
Ambien went to shit that was like, nothing in my house.
And have you noticed that a lot of companies have been defending themselves on Twitter when they get accused of shit? Like, when they name this drug and stuff, they quick to hop on Twitter. It's like, no, we have nothing to do with this.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But my whole thing is, I get it. we in that era where everybody's being exposed for their bullshit, whether it's racist, sexist, whatever it is. But Rosanne fucked up the bag for people who, other than Darlene, wasn't doing nothing. Now, John Goodman been eating good for his whole career. So John really ain't never got
Literally.
He literally ain't got to never do nothing ever again if he don't want to.
But my thing about this Rosanne shit is, why are people surprised?
I don't think it's like they're surprised. I think it's just we got more access to hear and see it now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, people be so surprised when they find out certain people say racist. Oh, Rosanne probably been racist.
She has been a racist, dog.
Her name is Rosanne Barr. That don't scream racism to you, motherfucker?
Well, remember she got married to Tom Arnold, so a lot of people knew her as Rosanne Arnold.
I knew that show was going to get canceled when I saw it was either the second or third episode, and Lil Homie wanted to go to school in a dress.
That was the first episode, bruh.
I'm like, this shit is not going to last.
No, but
either they going to say something racist or they going to offend gay people on a whole nother level.
No, but
when gays stick together, shit happens.
But here's the thing, they actually played that kind of smart because they didn't say little dude was gay or anything. They just kept saying that Darlene was allowing him to express himself whatever way he wants to, even though the dad was really questionable. So he wasn't forcing him to be a boy. You are a boy. He wasn't doing that. He just always kept coming to Darlene, and then eventually at the end of the first episode, the dad was like, you know what, bro, do you? So they kind of did it enough to play it off to not offend the gays. But what's the son's name? Was it DJ? Okay, let's just go with DJ for sake of argument. DJ had a whole black kid.
Yeah, nobody fucking explained.
And they didn't explain this shit. So you're not finna sit here and have the retarded boy from when it was originally running, because that boy was stupid, come back with a whole black kid, and you not finna explain this to me. You can at least spin off maybe a six episode Hulu Plus series about DJ and this black woman who is not in the picture that stuck him with this kid. Is she in jail? Is she got a real job that has her overseas? Who is it?
Maybe she knew Rosanne was racist from the jump.
Could be true.
And said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Maybe DJ never wanted to come back home.
But all in all, people, I ain't gonna say I'm glad, but get this Rosanne shit the fuck out of here, man. She's racist, and now people know that she's racist, even though I'm pretty sure everybody fucking knew she was. White people like to pretend like they don't know shit, but they know everything.
Be in the car singing songs with the hard R and everything.
He told her not to say it.
I'm not cool enough, bro.
He told her not to say that shit.
She asked, she's like, what's up, bro? I'm not cool enough.
I ought to put her off stage off the strength of her saying, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
I've never called a 16-year-old white kid a bitch in my life, but bitch, if you don't get the fuck off this stage, bro.
Bro, I'm just saying, dog. But speaking of music, bro, a lot of shit's been going on musically. So, what you been bumping in your iPod lately, dog?
King Combs and LMA. I think that's how you say her name.
Is it because of the Touch Me Tease Me beat, or is it just
with the King Combs? I think it's a combination of the Touch Me, the beat is fire, and he got a few bars. He not completely ass.
Not completely.
He still got room to be ass.
I mean, but he's the son of Diddy, though, Doug. Is he allowed to be?
Which is why he's got room to be ass, because your daddy ass.
Well, your daddy was a producer, so he knew how to get. He can get a hold of good.
What beat has Diddy ever made?
I didn't say he had to make the beat. He knows what good beats sound like, because he stole a lot of niggas' beats growing up. And he's had some of the best ghostwriters in the game. So at the end of the day, he make you follow him around and learn from him, at least if you want to write on your own.
The hardest line Diddy ever said was, "Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks."
This is the realest statement he ever spoke.
Realest shit ever.
Realest statement he ever spoke. But I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, yes, he got the money, so he can hire some, low-grade rapper who can't get signed to just mentor my son to be a better writer.
Low grade. You gonna hire Quentin Miller? He's out of a job. He needs some help.
We here at Tonedefradio.
He ain't gonna be writing no more Drake songs.
Maybe he will. Maybe he's working with Drake in regards to this response to this that we still are waiting a week for in regards to Pusha T.
I don't want to hear it. That nigga dead. Let's get Scorpion out here.
He's not dead. It might be a bonus track on Scorpion for all we know. That's probably what he's doing. He probably gonna market it instead.
Drake dead, bro. As far as this beef shit go, I don't want to hear that nigga have bars for none other rapper.
I'm just saying, he's probably not dead. Now, speaking of dead, what I am glad that is dead is this elongated court case that's been going on between Lil Wayne and Cash Money in regards to his contract. As of yesterday, he's officially won the court case. He has got his money, or should be getting his money, and he's no longer with Cash Money. So my question to you as a Wayne fan is, what should he do now?
Give us music.
So should he rewrite the Carter 5 from scratch?
Immediately.
I mean, but anything he's done prior to before yesterday, isn't that property of Cash Money?
Yeah.
So he can't really do it.
No, what I'm saying is, we need mixtapes. Even if we don't get a slew of mixtapes, we need a mixtape. A mixtape, or at least 2 mixtapes, will satisfy your fans until you prep this Carter 5, if you're going to release it, or if you're going to redo it.
I won't even call it Carter 5, bro. I'll just give it a whole new name. Like Life Without Parole or some shit like that.
Call that shit Freedom or something.
Right.
Wayne Unchained or something. I don't fucking know what
you know what? I'll let Wayne Unchained slide. Because what Snoop named his one? Last Meal?
Yes, that's what he called it.
Last Meal.
But Snoop left No Limit on amicable terms.
No. The Last Meal was his last album for Death Row.
Same thing. Then he left No Limit after.
Well, he was only there for a 2-album deal.
Doesn't matter.
But the game was to be sold. What's the shit? For a West Coast nigga on a southern beat, he had in-house production from Beat by the Pound, bruh. It was fire for the South.
They were awesome.
It was fire for the South. Beat by the Pound will always be with you. Don't you dare disrespect it.
I love
They
KLC.
ain't Manny Fresh, but
I love KLC. They were here before Manny Fresh.
They're the same, but Manny Fresh changed the southern game, though.
And then Lil Jon fucked it up. So how you like that?
Fuck you, Lil Jon did not fuck up the South.
He didn't?
No, bruh.
How did he not?
Because, nigga, clubs stayed fucking jumping because of Jon. I mean, fights broke out often all over the world.
Okay,
but still.
So can we agree that at one point in time, all of Lil Jon beats started to sound the same?
Of course. That happens everywhere. So there's a point in time into this last album, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude, every mumble rapper beat sounded the same.
Well, that's because they work with the same fucking 5 producers.
Okay, so you telling me these 5 producers can't do a different beat?
Nope. Just change the melody and the hi-hats, but that's still the same 808.
Even DJ Premier would give you fire-ass beats and no 2 beats sound the same. That's why he can still work in this day and age.
Tell that nigga drop a beat for Nas or something.
I think they is doing something right now. No. Nas is he just needs to just sit back and be considered the great ones and don't do nothing else for a while. Probably mentor some of these young cats. But, what else you got going on in your iPod? Because I know you're not just playing one song.
The fuck is Nas gonna mentor me on how to pick whack beats?
Okay, in his defense, Nostradamus was not his fault. That was the first time an album got leaked in the history of albums. So he had to go from scratch.
Nasty Nas to Esco to Escobar. He wrote that shit.
Okay, and he wrote a lot of shit that's fire.
You thought that was fire?
I didn't say that. I just said
okay. I was asking
you
think that was fire?
I just said he wrote a lot of shit that was fire. That's all I said,
bro. He did a song with Genuine.
Genuine was the man at the time.
That song wasn't it, though.
I'm just saying.
owe me back like this money I spent, owe me back like I paid Joe. What the fuck was Nas talking about?
He had 2 weeks to write an album worth of stuff,
Say
dog.
what's your price? Just to back it up. I hated that fucking song.
But yet you know all the words.
You can't hate something if you don't know it.
Yes.
I feel like people who pass judgment on shit they don't know about have no room to hate it.
Okay, so let's keep that thought right there. Let's roll into new music that's been coming out lately. How do you feel about the Yeezy album? Because a lot of niggas been hating on it.
I was told that I should give it a second listen. Now, I was told this by more than one person, so I feel that I should give it a second listen. Upon first listen, I didn't like it.
Okay.
But at the same time, you have to realize that in order to like fully digest music, you should probably be in your comfort zone.
True.
Like I was on my way to work listening to the Kanye album, so I really wasn't focused on listening to it.
Right.
I was just kind of letting it ride as, you know, I'm on my way to work.
Right.
So I feel like had I been sitting in my room playing 2K
You would
and just letting the album bump, I probably would have got more into it because I was just chilling.
See, and I was listening to it while I was at work. So usually when I'm in my files, if I'm not going to sleep off your song, it usually means it's a good thing. Okay?
So
I mean, I like it. Seven songs is all I need.
Right.
You're not overdoing it. You getting your message across that your album, you're supposed to be bipolar. I mean, it's not the first time somebody's been bipolar on their albums, but that's the goal we're supposed to be going with. On top of the fact that he really did get diagnosed with a mental illness, but...
yeah, but we've been to Kanye was
Right. But we do need to bring more awareness to mental illness as a whole, though, because black folks just won't go get help when they need it. But that's neither here nor there. It's not a public service announcement right now. But
It should be.
it should be. It should be.
I told y'all I'm here, but I'm not here.
So you just go.
But I think that's because in like black households, some parents don't take that shit serious. Like now, maybe now in this day and age, because there's so many messages now,
Right.
that you have no choice but to like, oh, this is a flashing fucking sign.
Right.
I should take, you know, what you say seriously. But like, nigga, when we were growing up, I don't think they.
Bruh, you couldn't put Robitussin on and no one gave a fuck.
It was just like, you walk in the room at like 5, hey, your mom think I'm bipolar. It's like, no, you need to sit your ass the fuck down.
No, you just need to work harder.
Right.
Like, Ma, I got this Lexus. No, you just need to study. Like, what?
It's like I'm reading the fucking words backwards, lady. What the fuck you want me to do?
It was a lot tougher back then.
It was.
Well, as far as like with us, like the sensitivity level now, like if a kid had a piece of hair on their eyeball and we did the little like they used to do,
Right. You can
I
get
feel
in
like I
trouble.
get arrested.
Right. They gave the kids too much power. That's what it is.
And I mean, I've touched on this before as far as with look how back in the day, shit, Friday is a prime example. Look how Debo was bullying niggas. That nigga was taking chains, whooping ass, and doing all kind of shit, robbing niggas. It was basically just
Screaming for help.
robbing niggas. And somebody just had to whoop his ass at the end of the day.
But you know what? But we never seen Debo change, because wasn't the next movie the whole thing was he got out of jail and wanted to whoop Craig ass again?
Yeah, he needed that payback. He had to run that. Craig had to run that fade back.
Well, I mean, okay, Tom. You've never been in jail before, I assume.
No, I have not. I've
Yeah,
actually done the
well-
right things in life. Just kidding.
When I got out, guess what the fuck they sent me home in? The same shit that I went in.
Right.
So, I mean, they give you a little baggie with your personal belongings and shit, and that's how it fucking works. So, I mean, you don't get a whole new fucking wardrobe when they release you, nigga. They don't fucking go to the big and tall men's store and say, hey, Debo, here.
I wonder what do they
Good
do?
luck.
What do they do if they accidentally lose your bag?
I know that's happened to people
I know it's had to happen.
before.
I can imagine that the dude at the front desk was probably like, my bad. You free?
It might not even be. Hey man, I just clocked in, bro. I don't know what happened to your shit. like, but for real, I always wonder what happens to, like, if you've been in jail for like 10, 15 years. Of course, your body shape should have changed somewhat. Either you got skinnier or you got bigger. There's no way in hell they can expect you to put on them same damn slim jeans you had when you went in at 21.
Like, we were talking about Debo. Like, he wasn't gone.
No, he wasn't gone
that
long at
long.
all.
Now, when I was in county, that's how it happened. But when I was actually in federal,
damn nigga, you was in Fed?
yeah,
She a real nigga, bro.
Damn.
My mom, they got to send me clothes
Okay.
to come
Well, that would make sense on
home
that.
in. But I was gone long enough for.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, like, what about those family members who they ain't got nobody on the outside anymore? Like, nobody's checking for them because life has moved on. Like,
Well, my guy, you going home in that orange ass jumpsuit you been in for all these years.
can he do that?
They can't leave. They can't send you out here ass naked.
They probably got some.
They probably got some,
donations.
yeah, some backup shit, I
But
guess.
no, like, so you had niggas like Debo and shit back in the day for real.
Yeah.
And, I mean, niggas was getting real life bullied and catching fades from bullies.
Right.
Getting their lunch money taken. Niggas was getting robbed in school.
Facts. And I went to North, so I know it was facts.
Yeah, and, you know, they survived that. Now, if you fucking post a mean tweet about a kid, they can't take that and it's, you know.
Cops be at your house. You getting charged with cyberbullying now.
Yeah, or, you know, the worst of the worst. You know, they harming themselves because of shit like that. So it's just a totally different time. And
It
that's
is.
why I chose to start early with talking to the kids, because I know that kids ain't built like we were. I was fighting niggas.
You still fighting niggas.
It's not the point. But now kids can't even,
Still facts though.
they can't even defend themselves on fucking social media.
Because they don't know how. I mean, okay, so social media is a whole new aspect for a lot of people. So, like, we had practice, though. We had, like, MySpace, Black Planet.
Nah, I grew up in a house that was stinking. That's how
I was gonna say, like, nigga, we had real.
But y'all have told many, many stories of how you've had that one cousin that wants to test out wrestling moves on y'all just because that's what he felt like doing that day.
That's why I can take a punch
I
now.
was like, I get it, though. I get it. I grew up in, I can't say a sheltered household because I was still able to go do shit and I still had, but some niggas, like you said, don't know how to fight fist to fist. Like, it wasn't that I didn't know how to fight and it wasn't that I couldn't fight. It was like, I had always been raised to try to defuse the situation before it, huh?
Use your words.
Basically, yes.
Well,
To
if
diffuse
he
the
0 in
situation.
72, he should have been using his fucking hands.
I wasn't 0 in 72, dog. I told you I was 4 in 50. Completely different story. It's a bad record.
It's fucked up because I was taught to use my words, and that's what made motherfuckers want to fight.
Because your words are vicious. Okay? But that's also why I wanted the smoothest talkers known to mankind. That when I got into sales and distribution, I was always one of the best. Because I could talk my way out of a lot of shit.
So either he was gonna buy a phone or he was gonna give you the fade.
It was either we gonna be best friends because I'm gonna make you feel better about yourself, and we gonna figure out what the real problem is, or you gonna snuff me because you got anger issues and you need to get this out your system. And I just happen to be the nigga right there to get it out. Because that's what it really boiled down to. My boy literally had mad anger issues, and he came back. We actually had a conversation, and he came back and he actually said it was like, bro, like, I was kind of envious because you knew how to handle stuff. You always stayed cool. You stayed chill. And, like, I had a lot going on in my life, and only thing he knew how to do was fight. Just get it out aggressively. He didn't know how to just use his words. And it's like, as we got older and he started doing things like going to therapy, talking to people, learning how to express himself, he realized he had a lot of shit built up inside of him that he really needed to let go. And he eventually did. Became a better person, great dad, great husband, the whole 9 yards. Like, this nigga now is the kind of nigga that sit on the couch and pet a cat all day.
But at first he was out here whooping your ass.
He was out here whooping everybody's ass. Okay? Wasn't just me. I just happened
I mean, but if
to
anybody
just let it slide.
If anybody's seen that Chris Rock stand up on Netflix, it's still there, I believe. You should go check it out. Chris Rock was right though. Like, bullying is definitely a bad thing, but I feel like bullying helps you prepare for shit.
It do.
As you get older, because everybody's gonna have an ain't shit boss.
But you gotta know how to handle them.
Right, you gotta know how to handle your boss. But you gotta know how to deal with ain't shit coworkers.
You definitely gotta know how to deal with ain't shit.
You gotta learn how to deal with ain't shit
people. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. But I'm just saying, dog.
I mean, because if you get bullied so much, eventually you become the bully.
Is that the same thing as the superhero's the hero for so long he becomes the villain?
Yeah, because Batman
I
definitely.
hate that saying.
Batman definitely.
But they prove it right every single time. Like, I've been really heavy in the comics lately, especially with the other 2 comic shows that we got going on right now. And that it does end up being the point that the hero becomes the villain.
We know why you hate this.
For the listeners out there, would you like to explain why you hate that saying so much?
No, I really don't.
Well, fuck you too.
I felt like Tone said that a lot on last week's episode. Like, the phrase "fuck you" was everywhere.
Did I really say it a lot?
A little bit.
Maybe
like,
I had some anger built up inside.
we were talking about beef, so I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he said, O'Shea Jackson was like, "Well, fuck you."
He did.
Like every time you say that, I just thought about the old lady from Friday when Craig closed the door. She's like, "Well, fuck you."
But he did though. Like, did you actually listen to the We Beef and mixtape that I did? It was some beef songs that I didn't even know that was out there. Like, I didn't know Ali dissed Chinky.
I didn't want to know.
But it was not a bad diss song when you listen to it.
Ali's still a terrible rapper.
So is a lot of people. And they still making music.
And I want them to stop.
They won't, though.
Yeah, that's because when you get paid and you put a studio in your house, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's what we need to do. We need to put a studio in our house.
No, Tom, because then I end up doing a lot of shit that I want to do when I shouldn't do it.
You gonna do? Get it off your chest, bro.
I'll be out here making diss tracks about everybody.
What's wrong with that?
Man, you probably should.
As long as it don't get leaked like Star, then you be good.
Like how they used to leak people nudes on Twitter.
They still do.
I don't know. Black Twitter ain't been in the uproar lately. Not that I've seen.
Black Twitter is woke now, so it only goes in an uproar when it's something about the social consciousness of the black people and the plight of the black folks. The ignorancy is not there like it used to be.
But yet they don't support black business.
Without asking for a discount.
Right. Or
which I really need people to stop doing that.
50 Cent hot dogs.
I really need people to stop that. Support black businesses, people. But just don't ask for a discount. Just buy shit like you're supposed to.
Right. Support Tonedefradio. Come buy some of this airtime.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of airtime, since we're going to do a cheap plug real quick and whatnot, definitely make sure you check out some of the past episodes of Tonedefradio. We have been working diligently. We have a lot of great shows that are currently being syndicated with us, including Sweats and Suits. Shout out to those guys over there. With shows like The Breakdown, The Man Cave, His and Hers, Socially Awkward, as well as the Death Fresh Show. We really making moves here, people. And the biggest thing is we love our listeners, so support us, like us, retweet it, repost it. We're all on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker, or anywhere else you listen to your podcast. You can find us there. And be on the lookout for the Tonedefradio website as it relaunches. And we bring back the Death Fresh Dictionary. And what would Mimi do? That's actually like one of the favorite things people used to love going to the Tonedefradio website for.
As long as...
How the fuck would we ask her questions like that?
What?
Oh, no. It wasn't what would Mimi do. It's the mind of Mimi. Where her tweets would automatically post to the page. So a lot of random shit Mimi used to say would be on the page.
Yeah, I remember that. That's back when Twitter was lit.
So are we continuing the dictionary? Because I just want to make sure that ball bag is in there.
Oh, I think we put it in there.
All right.
I think it got inducted the very next day. But yeah, the dictionary will never die. The English language keeps evolving, so will the Death Fresh Dictionary. It has to. It has to. But out of all the many topics we have tonight, you know what, bro? Since this is just us kicking shit off, I'll save the flyaway episode, the flyaway topic for next week. We gotta talk about your boy Orlando Brown, dog. I was gonna let that nigga slide.
Crackhead uncle drew that tattoo.
But it's the
I haven't seen it. Does anybody have a picture?
Oh shit!
Can I Google it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so for those guys who don't know, so recently Orlando Brown was doing, was it an interview? Can't remember. He was doing an interview, and he had on a wife beater, and there is this tattoo of Raven Simone right on his left collarbone. The thing about it is, people, it looks like somebody's little 6-year-old daughter who just got a hold of somebody's crayons and pencils, decide to draw a picture of what they think they look like, and bro said, that's hot, I'm gonna tattoo it on myself. First of all, Orlando ain't been the same since That's So Raven ended. Yeah, bruh.
What in the fuck is this?
Would you like to describe this for the listeners out there?
This shit look like a fucking cartoon character that's not Raven Simone. He look like that look like Penny Proud on his fucking neck.
It looked like what Rosanne think black people really look like. It looked like what happens when your girl's bonnet falls off her head during sex.
First of all, this motherfucking face on this tattoo look about 40. Orlando Brown is really fucking out here.
I mean, but he gave you the perfect audio for when you want to tell a chick you want to eat that thing when you slide in her DMs though. So we got something positive out of it.
There is nothing positive about anything that this. Somebody should take his phone.
Why? He's just gonna go get another one.
Break his hands.
Knowing him, he'll use voice command.
Orlando Brown is what happens when you do a lot of drugs.
See, the thing about Orlando Brown is he is the definition of a fallen child star. Like, when you're famous as a kid actor,
Lindsay
and
Lohan
you can't
ain't even out here this bad.
That's because she hides all her pains behind the drugs she do. Or did.
She don't look as fucked up as him.
But she look old as shit, though. White folks don't age well when they done drugs.
Orlando Brown looked like he found out that there was an Illuminati and he wasn't willing to play ball.
Facts. Facts.
This is what happens when they take your fame away.
Facts. Big facts.
Or like that one chick from In the House.
Oh, you talking about Maya?
Because she definitely...
Maya Campbell?
She definitely out here smoking yams.
See, and that's the thing. It's like, Naomi Campbell's your big sister. I'm mad at Naomi. You can't reach out and help your sister out.
Some people you gotta say fuck.
Get your... She wasn't that bad.
Fuck you.
I mean, at first she was down because her mom died. I get that. You know, we go through some hard time. Some people drink to numb the pain. Some people smoke. But, like, that's still your baby sister, dog. You're supposed to look out for her. You over here on on Star, playing a drunk mama who trying to sleep with your daughter's husband, boyfriend. But you letting your sister be out here bad?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can say, maybe she tried to help her. Maybe we don't know the extent of their relationship.
You know what? I'll give you that. But this is also the same sister, Naomi, who threw a cell phone at her assistant because she didn't get the kind of water she wanted to drink.
Well, when you work for Naomi Campbell and I only drink Aquafina, bitch don't come back with nothing less than Aquafina.
Aquafina ain't even that damn good.
Doesn't matter if it's not good, Tone. If I had an assistant and I asked for steak fries, he bring me back crinkle cut, I have a fucking problem.
But you ain't finna throw the damn fries at her, are you?
No, because I'm hungry. I'm going to eat the fries, but you better bring me back steak fries.
Just fat.
Doesn't fucking matter who's fat and what's fat. I want steak fries. You know what? I did that to a Hooters chick, and she probably was mad.
You threw fries at a Hooter chick?
I didn't throw my fries at her.
What did you do?
I told her these was the wrong fries. And she had the nerve to look at me like I did something wrong when I clearly said, I asked her before, I said, do y'all have steak cut fries? She was like, yes, sir, we have steak cut fries. would you like those? I was like, yes, ma'am. Let me get some of them steak fries. Let me get some of these hot wings. She was like, cool. And then, when she came back with my hot wings, guess what kind of fries she had? Fucking curly fries, Tom. That ain't what the fuck I ordered. If I order something, I want to pay for what I ordered. It's like when you go to McDonald's, you say, let me get a McChicken with no mayo. And when you open the fucking plastic wrap, there's cheese and mayo on this motherfucker. What the fuck are they doing at McDonald's?
That sandwich wasn't for you.
You damn right
Because
it wasn't for me.
you have to ask to get cheese on it. So that person who was bagging your food
Said fuck you.
didn't pay attention to the chicken sandwich.
But you know what was crazy though? There was the white tape on there that said no mayonnaise.
Oh, then that's dude in the back fucking up. And then you see why people will not give McDonald's employees $15 an hour.
I'm like, y'all want $15 an hour, but all y'all fuck ups.
You won't give me consistently great service for me to sign this petition to say you deserve $15 an hour.
They got a real petition?
Bro, they have walked off work before petitioning.
Well, good. They're hiring another bunch of young motherfuckers who won't the $9.50, $10, whatever the fuck they get at McDonald's.
I don't even think they get that, bro.
I'm pretty sure everybody's getting them at $10
I
nowadays.
don't know, bro. When Speedway had a shift manager position and all they were offering was $10 an hour and they want you to have open availability.
It's Speedway, bro. How much did you think you was gonna get?
Bro, a shift manager and you only gonna offer me 10? I'm glad I wasn't down on my luck. I was just looking for a second job because I'd have been so fucking offended, dog.
Well, I feel like if you a shift manager, shouldn't that just designate you to one shift or the other?
No, because you're supposed to be able to swing to work whatever shift that needs to be swung. And it was funny because I only came there to apply for the nighttime position because I wanted just a part-time gig for a few months during the holiday. So I wasn't trying to stay. But then they looked at my resume. It was like, oh my God, have you ever thought about, maybe you be interested in our managerial program here? And I'm like, okay, you offer me a manager position. Okay, let me hear what you're talking about. And then they was like, yeah, it's like $10 an hour. But hold on, how much was the original position I applied for then? Because if y'all talking 10 for a manager and all, nah, bro, nah. Y'all can keep this shit. Y'all can keep this shit. I'll call y'all, don't call me. I'll call y'all, don't call me.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I would have took the job if the pay would have been respectful, bruh.
Okay, so for a Speedway, what is respectable managerial pay?
About 12.
That's not unreasonable.
Because to me, you're responsible for not only your team that you're working with. A lot of people depend on Speedway. Like, white truckers will get highly upset if you don't give them their points. I've seen it. So you have to be that kind of person that can work with these truckers. Plus, these truckers have been on the road for God knows how long. We don't know how racist they may be. So you got to be prepared for that.
So you wanted a $2 bump just because they was racist?
You don't think I deserve one for them being racist?
I'm not saying you don't. They probably think you don't.
But then you got to take a look at what Speedway are you going to put me at, too. That makes a big difference. Because if you put me up here on Hampton and Appleton, I'm not working for less than 12. Bro, there's a bulletproof glass that comes down after a certain time, no matter what. You ain't never noticed that?
No, I'm never in the Speedway after a
Yeah.
time. It's usually daytime when I'm in the Speedway.
But that's just it. It comes down even during the daytime. That Speedway closes at about 10. 11 at the latest. I think it's 10 though. That glass come down at about like 5, bruh. Bro, the sun is still blazing. Why is there a bulletproof glass up?
Because niggas is unlawful, bro.
And you're not telling. You want me to come work here. You can't give me at least 12 to be the manager here?
Nah.
I got to deal with police reports I got to fill out all the time. I got to deal with the fact that my employees might get shot. I got to deal with high theft. Not just theft of the food. I'm talking about theft of like gas and everything.
Wait, how is niggas stealing gas?
No, there's always somebody with a stolen credit card out there, and then they be, come to my line, I got you.
Niggas do be cracking cars.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different stuff, bro. So you gotta take these things in consideration. $12 is not a bad amount to ask for.
No, it's not.
As a speedway manager.
I'm working to become a manager.
And you will be a manager, sir. There's no work to it. It's in your destiny. It's a fresh time though, so bro, you gotta deal with uppity vegans and shit like that.
There's a lot of white people.
Dog, uppity white vegans have to be the worst people to talk to.
But you know what? Like, I feel like when you in a process of moving up, nobody is ever fucking straight with you. I'm just saying, like,
they want you to get the position, but they don't want you to know the bullshit that'll make you change your mind.
It's not. No, I'm not gonna change my mind because I want the up and pay.
Right.
I would like it. I feel like I'm deserving of it.
You are.
It's just, motherfucker been telling me for like a month straight, like, hey, yo, Juan, just hold on, bro. Change is coming. I feel like niggas been cutting New Day promos for like the last 30 days.
Change is coming. Like, is this nigga Obama?
Right.
Is he about to buy a fresh time?
Then my white coworker who's really cool, like, we've been trying to get the deli right. She was like, Juan, just make it through the weekend with me. Change is coming. I'm like, what the fuck kind of change is coming? Let me come to work on Monday and find out I ain't got no motherfucking job. I'm going to be pissed.
You know what? Knock on wood. That don't happen, dog.
What kind of changes is you niggas making back here?
That'd be some bullshit.
Let me find out we going out of business and ain't nobody telling nobody.
Nah, bro. As long as healthy eating and getting in shape is a cash cow right now, dog, fresh time ain't going nowhere.
I do think one of my coworkers is getting fired though, because he's about dumb as shit though. So maybe that's the change.
That definitely would be. Hey, that happened at my job. The dumbest chick in our department got fired, and they had a fucking food day the next day. I don't know if it was just a coincidence.
It was her turn to bring the food.
No, bro, they just had a food day, and it just so happened she got fired the day before, and there was a lot of happy people at work. Just saying. I don't know why, but. Have you ever noticed that when someone gets fired, the truth about stuff comes out afterwards?
Yeah. Like, one chick in my department, she got fired, and then we found out she was stealing.
Right. Like, y'all let her steal all this time? I found out they do that on purpose because they wanted to go up to a federal offense amount.
Oh, you never knew that? I learned that at Walmart.
I learned that at Best Buy, where there was a dude that kept coming in and stealing. They was keeping tracks and running film on him. He was working there. So then once he stole something and the dollar amount went over $750, they arrested him the day he came in.
You gotta know your limits.
Huh?
You gotta know your limits.
Yeah, I think Walmart was like...
I ain't got no reason to steal. I gave half my check back to them every week, so it didn't matter.
I think Walmart had like a $600, maybe $700 limit on shit you stole. And because we had this one chick, and she was just, like, she's a cashier, and she was just still out there.
See, man, that's stupid.
And she thought she was getting away with it, but I'm like,
Get away with
Don't they
stealing
count-
directly from the
Like, don't you have to
not
count the
counting,
drawer?
right?
she wasn't smart. Like, just me walking around the store with people like, okay, so y'all count these drawers up, and you take tabs of who's on what register at what time. So you know if you go count this drawer after she gets off this register and it's $100 short, you pretty much know
where it happened at,
went.
right?
You know who has it. It's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because even when I was working at Pick and Save, it was a guy tried to scam me and say that he gave me a 50 when I know that he only gave me a 20. So your uncle had to come out. He had me, sit
Break
down.
the red down, count it up.
Count it down. And guess who wasn't over? So they're like, no, gave her a 20. We had her go and count down, and she gave me the correct amount of change. But he was loud and belligerent and swearing.
They always
because he thought that he thought he was going to intimidate me into, I'm sorry, my mistake, and give him extra money. No, I know you gave me a 20. Fuck you.
And I used to tell people, like, when I worked at, like, Pick and Save or Walmart, I don't want to be no cashier. Don't make me learn the register. Don't put me on, because I'm not fucking with people like that.
Well, after that, I started, like, I didn't put the money in the drawer right away. I would, whatever you gave me, I set it
on top.
Yep. Until I counted your change out, so you can. Well, I gave you. What you gave me is right here. I never even put it up.
See, I never wanted to work the register. I never did. Because I always had people that always want to scam and shit. You know, you always get that one friend that always wants the plug when you work at a certain job.
Like you got Alzheimer's and shit. They probably feel like they can get over it.
You feel like, you got to remember, I didn't look like this all my life, so fuck you and fuck everything you stand for.
I thought you had that Morgan Freeman deal going. Has anybody ever seen
a young photo of him?
Yeah.
No, because even when you posted that video of him smacking the hell out of somebody, he was still old then.
They used to call me Crazy Joe, now they call me Batman. Like,
I don't think you've ever been young, dude.
The youngest I've seen Morgan Freeman was probably,
and even then, he was old.
Old as fuck.
He was still old.
When was he born? He's the first man on Earth?
I don't know.
Like,
But him and Cicely Tyson was there together.
Donald Trump wants anybody fucking birth certificate. Find Morgan Freeman.
I don't even think it exists.
It don't.
He's the last of.
So he was born in 78.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in 88.
I know.
Damn. You gonna be 40, my nigga.
Nigga, you don't think that bothers me every day? Like, I hang out with niggas who are just now living their best life, and I'm at 401k vesting age.
And I think it's funny because because all them motherfuckers look so old, especially on my news feed, I forget that everybody is not our age.
Right.
I mean, well, I ain't even your age yet.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, my friend.
But I keep forgetting that. Like, when I see them post, like, happy dirty 30 to me, I'm like, bitch, I thought you been 30 for about 4 years. But,
right.
You know, and I forget that because they don't look like they've been under 30 all of these years.
I didn't know.
They've had hard lives.
I didn't know Terrence was that old.
It's some people I tend to forget are close to my age. Like, I tend to forget Tori is not really that far behind me.
Well, he finna get married in a couple weeks or a couple months. So that age gonna start showing in a minute. She gonna drive that nigga nuts.
They drive each other nuts and they love it to death, so that's love there, so it is. It's gotta be, bruh. When you deal with somebody who irritates your soul, but you don't want to be with anybody else, that's love.
I don't know that feeling.
Be happy you don't know that feeling.
It's not like I don't want to know that feeling.
Because when you got to contemplate, do you want to go home or go get a cheeseburger, and you choose going home, that's love.
Or is that just being cheap and you won't buy her one?
You love her enough not to eat this burger in her face.
Or the fact that you know if you come home with just one, you gotta share.
Yeah, dog. And sometimes, depending on where you get that burger from, like Point Burger, you definitely don't want to share that burger.
You ain't wrong, bro.
Nah, but no, real talk though. Like, it has taken me a while to realize that I'm getting close to 40, and some of the goals that I've set for myself, I still haven't reached them. And it took me a while to realize, like, it's not necessarily when you reach them, it's the fact that you are still trying to get them, and you'll get them eventually. Because when I seen this 96-year-old woman graduate from college with 4 master's degrees, and I'm like, you 96, what do you need 4 master's degrees for?
Well, she ain't gonna have enough time to use them.
Facts. But she said that she did it because she told herself she was going to graduate from college.
Bro, how long was she in college?
Bro, when did she start?
You graduated in 96. How long?
Because if you talking a master, that's at least a minimum of 8 years in college. 4 undergrad, 4 for grad school, and it depends on what you went for.
That's too much college.
That's a lot of goddamn college.
Too much school.
And I wondered, did she get grants or did she take out loans, bro? Because if you 96, they can't.
White or she black?
She was black.
She's banking on death because if she took out loans, they on her ass.
I think she took advantage of some government assistance for her being old or something.
How about her name, like Bertha or some shit?
Probably was. No, but real talk though.
Hattie Mae, this is the collections agency.
But when I thought about it, she filed for bankruptcy though. Because they can't collect on you for 20 years. So
She's gonna sell her house and move in assisted living.
probably not, though. She had a master's degree. If she filed for bankruptcy though, depending on what her degrees was.
If you're 96 with a master's, what fucking job can you really get at 96?
She might be trying to own some shit and pass it down to the family. You know, that's how wealth works.
Yeah, that's how. That's why when Jay dies,
I don't think he in there no more. Cause he got 3 kids now, dog, and I don't think Blue and the twins is gonna let this Uncle Bleak fuck up the church's money. Dog, what if Bleak is babysitting for them? That's his job right now. Cause he ain't in the studio.
I'm just gonna say, like, nigga ain't dropping no albums.
What, he just babysitting? Just cutting that grass? That's terrible.
Free money.
Is it really, bro?
I mean,
we gotta find Bleak, dog.
Bleak gotta find Bleak.
Somebody needs to find Bleak. Nah, but
Where's Waldo?
Where's? But no, dog. So yeah, me being 40, I learned to accept it. I'm not gonna do nothing major because unfortunately my fucking birthday falls around about the same time as Christmas. So trying to book some shit's gonna be extra expensive. Trying to throw some get together, it would be fucking a blizzard. So it ain't even worth partying for, dog.
Oh, that's what the fuck you get for having kids.
No, it's not even that. It's just winter has always been a factor in my partying. Because I can't plan shit because we can get a snowfall at any given time and it throws everything the fuck off.
Say for the sake of just let's talk about it, what would you plan for your birthday?
Honestly, bro.
Because my birthday is a summer day and I don't never plan shit.
Because your birthday falls right before the 4th of July. You got Summerfest that's going on. You not a drinker.
No.
You don't like big crowds. You don't even like people.
That's fact.
So 9 times out of 10,
I like us.
I was going to say the people in this room would probably be the only people you would want to do something with unless niggas taking you to a titty bar.
I'll tolerate people for the greater good of other people. I'll tolerate people.
That's different though. If it's your day.
No, if it's my day, I ain't tolerate.
Right,
No
it's
fucking
your day, so
I can
you
sit
don't
in the house and masturbate all day if I fucking wanted to.
I mean, at least you use some Jergens at least.
I don't need you, honey. Beat my dick like it owed me money. Like,
Rest in peace to Charlie Murphy, because that was the hottest bar that nigga did for no reason.
That was a fucked up episode of Chappelle Show.
It's an STD. It's an STD. I hate Q-Tip for that. Because he came on with like the most serious face thinking too, dude. No, see, honestly, dog, I don't know. Because I don't gamble.
So you don't want to go to Pato?
So I don't really do. I can't really go down to Pato for no buffet because it's always some seafood related buffet going on, and I can't eat half that shit without dying twice.
No, that's just the night I choose to go.
So you giving me false information?
They change it like now because even now with the summertime, they change the theme of it. So it's usually like a barbecue.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
so it depends.
Okay, so let's say I throw that out there. Let's say I do decide to do that. The minute I lose like $100, bro, I'm ready to go. Cause you see how we were struggling just to stay in to play blackjack. It was fun as hell.
Right,
it was fun because the chick that was doing the table was fun. But then when she went and switched with the angry bitch, I didn't want to do it no more. The old dude was hitting though. He was eating off of us. I think we was doing something that he was eating off of.
He was side betting on us. He was helping me win, so he will win.
He was helping you. He wasn't giving no fuck about me.
But that was your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You know you ain't nowhere near the mic, dog.
And then I think old girl that was sitting next to you was trying to get big white folks to draw.
She was. She's singing his chips and she was trying to go home with him.
She was trying to stay woke.
Nah, nigga, she was trying to sleep on his money. That's what she was trying to do. Nah, but I mean, sometimes I might do that. I'm just saying. I wonder what these chicks out here are doing now that Backpage is closed. Like, how they living?
Facebook.
Sure.
booking
Crying
information.
silently in my bed at night.
That was your backup plan, wasn't it? She was gonna do hand-me's for white people for rent money.
First of all,
Giving out hand
it's a
jobs.
mortgage.
Hand jobs for the mortgage.
Well, I didn't plan on being unemployed. A week before my birthday, 2 weeks before Mexico,
That is fucked up.
2.5 weeks before, Jelly Bean's birthday. Like,
Well, I mean, you can always talk your
I didn't.
Mexico trip.
Nah, she ain't. She been planning. This is her
no,
This is her release.
that's all done. It's not refundable.
You're right.
Yeah, but you can sell it right. You can sell it to somebody else.
So,
Why?
Hey,
It's her escape from reality for a while,
I
bro.
think she should go to Mexico.
I'm
I got no
saying
choice.
she going. You said she should sell it,
If she needs the money, she can sell it.
but
I can't, though.
she can't though. She has it all, but there's no physical ticket that she could say, "Hey, I don't want to go to Mexico. Here, you want to buy it for $800?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this is never fun. You don't know how that shit works. The plane ticket and everything. Your name is on it.
Yeah,
It's not just like one of those fucking amusement park tickets. And you just go to the fucking gate and hand it to them, niggas.
Yeah, it's not
Print
like-
it with all your information.
yeah. It's
on
not
it.
like a Bucks game, bro.
My bad, bro. I never flew.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I don't really plan on it.
And yeah, you know what you're missing, bro. Flying is fun.
I don't want to go on.
I think he was thinking it's one of them. Keep this coupon.
Right. This is not a bill receipt.
Thought it was a wrestling ticket, man. They just kind of scan your barcode. You go to the
Nah,
gate.
bro. I mean, they got barcodes now, but that's not how it works, bro. Ever since 9/11, bro, they
No, it got my name on it and the passport that accompanies it. It's gonna be mine.
So I think after I pay my credit card, it's gonna come burn that motherfucker. Buy a wrestling ticket.
Ooh, you and CJ?
Yeah, I ended up hanging out with y'all.
I actually gotta hit him up because my mom wants to know about this house that might be for sale next door to his mom.
Yeah, I might end up hanging out with y'all.
That'd be dope. I'm taking a vacation hiatus for a minute. Teresa is really hell bent on taking the girls to Disneyland next year. So we gotta really plan. I like being a dad, so as long as I focus on the joy that my kids is having, I'll be okay.
I just don't believe that Disney. You said land or world?
Who knows which one she wants to go
Because I
to?
think
Which
World-
one's in Florida?
I think that's world.
That's where they
Or
want to
that
go.
may be
No, that's World.
What is
Land
it?
is in Cali.
right. I'm like, one is in Cali and
And
one's
one-
in Florida.
the one in Florida is the one she wants to go to.
I don't really think that's the happiest place on earth.
I don't think it's ever been the happiest place on earth unless you like.
I think everybody who
White.
wears a costume head does cocaine.
They have to. You never read the little
The
things about.
happiest place on earth is a strip club that serves buffet with breakfast and bacon and shit on it.
Silk is not the happiest place on earth.
Titties and pancakes.
Some
It has to be a southern strip club.
some
Where
of the worst bitches ever. In
that's
the history.
because it's a Las Vegas style. It's not. No, you need southern ass.
You cannot have. Look,
You need real southern ass.
thanks for listening to the Death Fresh Show, ladies and gentlemen. That's our time. I have been your host, YUNG, capital F. The F is for fresh. This nigga Tone is out here losing his motherfucking.
I'm just saying, but if we're gonna go ahead and close the show. Once again, we thank all y'all for riding with us. I know this was probably our most randomest show we've done in a mighty long time. But make sure you guys check us out on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartradio, and now Spotify. You didn't know that, did you?
I just got an email.
You just got that shit yesterday.
Swag.
Now on Spotify. So support us, like the like pages, check out Socially Awkward. And the Death Fresh Show, we drop every Thursday at noon, but make sure you also check out the live feed on Spreaker, where you can get early access every Wednesday to catch out this week's episode if it was to the live feed. You got anything to say, Juan, before we get out of here?
Suck a dick, Save a life, swallow the baby, save the world.
What about me?
You really ain't supposed to be here, remember?
I'm here to talk about my birthday, though.
I'm a ghost.
All right, go ahead then.
Give me gifts.
Wait a minute. You took up our time just to say give me gifts. You terrible human being.
And like that, we gone.